You can put Jude McGee, Judemcgee, you know, Arizona State student, avid thrifter, climate warrior, one with the earth, fashionista could work, king of green, you know, mountain man. You could throw that in there. I work for REI, so you know. All right.
A lot of titles.
Yo te quiero, oh my corazón. And he does a little bit of Spanish in Should I Stay or Should I Go? We are going to Goodwill on Scottsdale Road. There's 2 Goodwills on Scottsdale Road. We like to do a loop. There is one far down, and I like to go to that one, and then when you loop back, you can hit Plato's Closet, and on that same side, there's another Goodwill. It's actually a little more tucked away, so it's not as popular, and I think it has great finds.
I'm a Goodwill man till I die. I find that as the culture gets bigger, there's more ways that people are finding ways to profit off of it. And I just don't like those vintage, I say vintage with quotes, type places that just upcharge you so much, and that just sort of ruins because I'm all about being cheap, you know what I mean? And I find everything at Goodwill is what I can, you know, get behind at a good price.
I usually start with the shoes, and people are always sleeping on used shoes. I always start with the shoes, and it also gives me, because the way they're split, you can go shoes and then work your way through. And then after that, I'll usually sift through. I try to have something in mind. I think people think it's hard to have something in mind when you're thrifting, but that actually makes it a better experience. And if you just have a blank idea, then you might just have a bad day thrifting. People always say to me, oh, I like thrifting, but I never find anything good. How do you always find good stuff? No difference in the thrift stores I'm going to versus the ones you're going to. It's just the difference in mindset.
You know, the reason I got into it, it's one thing to think about sustainability or, you know, just keeping clothes out of the landfill, but honestly, a bigger thing for me is just the fact that I'm a bargain hunter. You know, I'm just kind of a cheapskate, and so going to the thrift store and seeing all these incredible things, and it just feels like such a rewarding experience.
The style I'm always trying to go for is called Eclectic Grandpa. It's just something to always go for. You know what I mean? It's sort of that East Coast, you know, something your eclectic grandfather would wear, because they really know fashion. I'm always thinking about that. Some sort of fisherman, you know, Boston, that hat, the sweaters. Okay, let me lock in here.
What?
I don't know, I've just been meandering, but I gotta lock in.
Ooh, good question. Greatest find, okay. This particular like week, 2 weeks, I really wanted a pair of black Adidas Superstars, and I'm looking online and I'm looking at pricing, and I keep thinking, well, maybe I'll be able to find them at the thrift, maybe I'll be able to find them at the thrift, I don't know. And I found them at Buffalo Exchange for like 15 bucks. It would have been 110 had I bought them from Adidas. That was such like a euphoric feeling, like, oh my gosh, like I did the right thing waiting, like here they are, you know. I've had a lot of great finds, but that one was like my jaw dropped. I was like, oh my gosh, like the shoes I want. The next steps for me are getting rid of clothes. I got a little too much. I mean, I can fall into a little bit of a hoarder mindset sometimes, and I'm like, well, like what if, you know, but I'm really trying to get maybe like a rotation going. I mean, like I said, my closet is overflowing. That feels like a good idea. Just get a rotation going of constantly secondhand clothes. I mean, I haven't bought any secondhand clothes except for shoes this year, and I'm really proud of that, so I'm trying to keep that going.